Welcome to the Business Administration Podcast. Hello, this is Dr. Leslie Sukup, and in this episode, I'm going to share the importance of establishing goals for your time off. Now, yes, this may seem a bit odd or counterintuitive because normally you associate your time off with relaxing, rejuvenating, recharging your batteries per se. But I do want to highlight that a lot of research has been done on establishing goals, to include having goals to accomplish during your time off. And the research supports that, yes, goals are very important in your life overall, but they're also important for you during your time off. And the research says that for those who establish goals and accomplish those goals during their time off, vacation, holiday period, you name it, it's the time outside of work or academic life. Those that accomplish their goals report being happier than their peers. And the reason for this is, one, they're not having these goals be a to-do list, because that takes away from that positivity. The key to achieving your goals or establishing goals and achieving them during your time off is to give yourself grace and flexibility. You want to focus these goals around things, hobbies. uh, Maybe it's playing games with your family. Maybe it's video games, where you play with your kids or your friends or peers. It could be reading a book. But the key is, these are goals that you set for yourself, but if something comes up, you can easily move and pivot and come back to that goal at a later time. But at the end of your time off, as you have worked on these goals and accomplished something, you're going to come away from that time off feeling as if you have accomplished something, that it wasn't just real, that nothing was done, where you may have laid around the house all day long, or you may have uh, just sat in front of the TV for X amount of time during the day. But at the end of it, if you had established goals prior to going into your time off, you're going to come away with something. You've accomplished something. And that leads to that positivity, that sense of self, that positive sense of self increasing. And that's very important. It helps with your well-being. It helps with managing stress. And that's what you want out of life. That's what we all desire, is having that nice balance and that positiveness in our life. So as we move into the holiday season, as we look at maybe some additional time off or some vacation time, I want you to consider, what goals can I establish for myself? Personally, I plan on spending more time with my family. Uh, my my girls love to play games, so we'll probably have a few game either nights or a series of games during the day. Probably some book reading as well, and just really enjoying the moment. But I'm going to set up some goals, and at the end, I know that I will come away feeling more accomplished, but have a better sense of relaxation, rejuvenation, and recharging my batteries due to those goals having been accomplished during my time off. Until the next time, be safe and be well.